The Soul Sovereignty podcast is a deep dive into the core wounds and deeply embedded subconscious beliefs that reside within the collective psyche so that you can reclaim your sovereignty and embody your power to experience freedom in your relationships. It is hosted by Jessica Falcon, International Soul Embodiment Guide and Relationship Coach. Visit thepathtosovereignty.com to enter a portal of transformation.
What is body sovereignty? That's the topic of today's Soul Sovereignty podcast, because the physical body is more than just that. It's more than physical. And we have been collectively conditioned for millennia to see the body as an object, to see the body as just this physical thing we carry around, gets in the way, we got to deal with, and we live from the head up. Sovereignty requires you to inhabit your body, to come down, especially if you want to embody your intellectual understanding of something. You literally bring that consciousness down into the body, and you also receive the consciousness of your soul through your body up into your mind so that you can act on it, so that you can live according to your inner truth. And we cannot connect with the body's wisdom, the soul wisdom, the inner truth, the inner voice, if we're not in the body. And that's why body sovereignty is so important, because we are told to dominate the body. We're told to ignore it. We're told that you can't trust the body. It's animalistic. It will lead you astray. That the body is this inanimate thing that will get us into trouble. It's just been thousands of years of really deep programming that is often very unconscious. But we're also told and often experience when we're younger, I know myself, I did, that my intellectual knowledge got me seen and valued, but my body didn't. And trauma can disconnect you from your body or parts of your body. For women particularly, they come up and out of the womb, up and out of the sexual centers, because it doesn't feel safe to be there. Or men and women, if you experience the feeling of, I'm so connected spiritually, but it doesn't feel safe to be on earth, then you're probably disconnected from your body, from your root, from your pelvis. And it can be really easy in the spiritual community to focus on the quote upper chakras, or to focus on these understandings. You know, I know several people who listen to teachings, and I'm all about embodiment. That's why I'm an embodiment guide, a soul embodiment guide, because you can't live and embody your soul truth because of an intellectual understanding. To embody something is to live as it, to experience it, to breathe it, to become it. You are it. You don't understand it. You are it. Your choices, your actions align with it. And when we are disassociated from the body, then we lack interoception and interoception, which is our ability to even feel our body in space. So I teach an online yoga class, Portal Yoga, and for years and years I've taught at retreats. And when I see people, like say we're coming in and out of forward fold, and I'm saying, lift your head first, shoulders back, press into your heels, come all the way up, that many people don't even realize that their head and their back are not in a straight line. They don't even realize where their body is in space. They don't know, oh, I'm reaching my arm out and I'm saying have it straight, but to them it's diagonal, because they can't feel themselves in space. So part of developing body sovereignty is to begin to feel, where is my physical body in space, in connection with the environment around me. I teach an online yoga class that you can access if you want to learn. It's specifically on developing interoception and interoception, this ability to feel your body from the inside and how your body connects to space, as well as calming the nervous system. And it's trauma-informed yoga. It's called subtle yoga that I was trained in, which is all about the subtle energy body, but we do a lot of strengthening and opening as well. So that's portal yoga at thepathtosovereignty.com, and I'll put the link below in case that calls to you. And body sovereignty requires us to not only move our body, right? Because there are also a lot of people, myself included in the past, who I would go to the gym every day, or I'd ride my bike for miles and miles. I would be on the treadmill. I was moving my body, but I wasn't listening to my body. I wasn't connected to my body. And we are conditioned to push the body, to go past its limits, to force the body to do what it doesn't want to do. When you're starting to inhabit your body and your body sovereignty, you do not force your body into anything, because you are forming a new relationship with your body on the inside. Your body as energy, your body as a temple, your body as what allows you as an infinite, eternal, divine soul to experience this life. And what a gift it is. What a gift it is to be here. Your body is one with the body of the earth. We cannot be separate. It is impossible. The ancients understood this because it is truth, eternal truth. Every breath of air is the air around you. Your body is the body of the earth. Your body is made up of the elements. And when we start to see the body as this intelligent organism, as trillions of cells that contain God source energy, divine energy, as a portal to the divine within you, we experience our body very differently. And it is a new relationship, not from the head down, but from the body up. You live body up. And one of the ways to develop this new relationship is doing slow, mindful movement like yoga. It's also doing embodied meditations, which I'm a huge proponent of and offer in the online Temple of Divine Feminine Power. Or when I work with people one-on-one, we do a lot of work to inhabit the body and create internal safety. And when you bring your hands, your breath, and your mind's eye, your awareness into your body, and you station yourself there, and you open your heart to receive what is within you, and you create time and space to listen and receive, receive, receive. This is not about demanding. This is about receiving. This is not about forcing. This is about allowing. This is not about extracting from something within you or taking. This is about opening up to the divine wisdom within you. And breathing into your body is a powerful way to create this new relationship so that you can inhabit more of yourself. Because what happens when you are not inhabiting your body is that it's really easy to be completely unaware of your subconscious mind, be completely unaware of your emotions, to just push them down. I'm not angry, and you're clearly angry. That definitely used to be me. I'm not angry, I'm fine. Meanwhile, rage is boiling up inside. We push so much down. We minimize, we diminish, because society, quite frankly, doesn't teach us how to be emotionally intelligent, doesn't teach us how to create emotional freedom. We do have lots of podcast episodes on that. So subscribe or go back to prior videos to learn more about emotional freedom and emotional intelligence. We're not taught that emotion is simply energy and motion, and that we have the capacity to observe it and not become attached to it or be bound to it or controlled by it. But we have to be willing to touch these things and come into familiarity with these aspects of self when we start to go into the body. And I will say that a lot of people don't go into the body unconsciously and have this body awareness, this body sovereignty, because they're afraid of what's there. How many people do you know that are afraid of silence? That always have to have a distraction, always have to have a noise, whether it be the TV, the radio, show, a podcast, whatever that is. Maybe that's you. And that is externalizing your power. And it is a unconscious fear, most of the time, of hearing what is actually happening inside with you and connecting to it. We have to connect. And so if you want to create internal safety in order to embody your sovereignty, that's definitely my expertise. It's what I guide my clients to do in all of my offerings. Then you can either work with a guide, such as myself, or you can begin to open your heart to whatever is inside of you with the consciousness of an observer, no attachment, no judgment, no identifying with that thing. And you allow it to rise and you get really curious about it so that you can begin to be in choice. So you can begin to inhabit more of yourself and you can begin to align everything that is inside of you to your soul truth, not what's outside of you, taking it in. You live from the inside out, and you cannot live from the inside out if you're not inhabiting your body and creating body sovereignty. Body sovereignty is several things, but one of them is just knowing where your physical body is in space. That practice can be, have an energy body practice that really takes you through this, and a sacred body wisdom series I have online. You can also bring your awareness into your body and start to feel the energy between your skin and then feel the energy around your skin and develop that awareness of what is within me, what is in my field, what is beyond me, to really start to develop that body awareness in addition to a yoga or mindful movement practice. And then as you outline your body, it's really, yes, it's the physical awareness of your body, but it's the emotional ownership of your body. Because so many of us, particularly women, have been told for millennia that our body is not ours and that it does not belong to us. Many people give their body away during sex. They give their body away to someone. They allow other people to touch them when they don't want to be touched because they're not emotionally owning their physicality as their own. And they feel obligated, they feel guilty, they feel they have to, all of these things that we work with when we're reclaiming sovereignty to embody it. Because sovereignty is living your inner truth, but it's not living the truth of others. And that is really learning how to source from within your inner authority and your no and your yes and your truth. And not turning away from yourself anymore. No more self-betrayal. Body sovereignty is even awareness of what are you putting into your body and being able to choose that. Being mindful, what am I ingesting? What foods, what chemicals, what products? What am I ingesting from other people? What am I ingesting from my environment? And bringing choice to it, bringing consciousness to it. Because your body is affected by everything you put in it. It's quite amazing, actually, that the ancients understood this. Hippocrates, for example, understood this way more than people do today. Even though all the science is very clear that everything you put into your body affects you on a cellular level. Not only that, it affects your mind. Like white sugar, for example, completely messes up your mind, creates brain fog, all the things. Domino effect in the body. And people still eat it because they're not being conscious about temporal versus long-term, taste bud versus actual health, or really being conscious of the energy that you're ingesting, not just the physicality, but what are you putting into your energy body, because your body is energy. So to sum up, if you want to inhabit your body, you have to come into the body. You have to spend time with the body. You have to develop a relationship with the body. You have to get to know the body, talk to the body, ask the body questions. How are you feeling today? What do you need? How can I support you? When something comes up in your physical body, like an illness, like a disease, any sort of physical issue, we can easily just go into trying to fix it, make it better so it goes away because we want to feel better. And that's great. We want to feel better. And that's wonderful. And body sovereignty is also developing this capacity to say, oh, so this is happening and this is happening for me. So what do I need to see in order to bring my physical body back into balance? And your physical body is formed by your energy body. Some people call them chakras, energy centers. It's the energy of your soul. And so what is happening in my energetic field that is needing my attention? What is moving through me energetically that is creating this response in my physical body? And so how do I treat both my physicality and my energy so that I'm holistically healing? Getting really curious about your body, getting curious about your emotions, opening up to receive whatever it is that exists inside of you without fear. Because you are the one observing, you are an eternal divine soul, and anything that's happening within you, you are still an eternal divine soul that is inherently worthy and valuable. And you get to bring choice to everything that's occurring within you and around you. Choice of how you respond, choice of how you believe, choice of how you act. Body sovereignty is also doing the practices such as the embodiment meditations, the slow mindful movement, dancing. Conscious dancing is a really good way to do this. You could just turn on the music, and instead of dancing to the beat, you just tune into your body and you ask your body how it wants to move today. You'll be amazed if you allow that, what your body can work through very quickly. If you want some embodied meditations, if you're like, what in the world is an embodied meditation? There are a couple ways to get access. I have a couple free ways. One is I have a free online 12 days of transformation course that has, I believe, 5 different embodiment practices on that take you into your body, that take you into the energy centers in various ways that you can receive. Just go to thepathtosovereignty.com and sign up for that free course. It also includes supportive resources, teachings, questions to take you deep into your body and into sovereignty, to really reclaim your sovereignty and revolutionize your relationships. Another way to receive some embodiment practices is the online Sacred Body Wisdom series that has lots of teachings on going into the body, creating safety in the body, and working with the body. That's a really affordable way to get started. And then, of course, the Temple of Divine Feminine Power. We also are constantly doing embodiment work. So you can join those 3 things if you're like, I want to understand how to work with my body so that I can embody more of my power and sovereignty. Those are 3 really, really powerful ways to do that. Now, when we're creating body sovereignty, it's really important that you also start to take ownership of what is happening inside of you and take ownership of your response and take ownership of your capacity to respond to what is happening inside of you from the perspective of your soul and your divinity. Because when we go into the body, we're also accessing the stored trauma. And if we want to inhabit those areas that we've dissociated from, it does require that we identify with the eternal soul and not identify with the trauma, not identify with the past experience. So big note on that. And body sovereignty takes time. I literally did not realize that my body was my own for the majority of my life growing up. It wasn't until my 30s, my early 30s, that I really began to understand that, oh, my body is mine. And I know I'm not alone in that, because I've heard from so many women in particular that feel that way, that can't say no when they don't want to be touched, that can't say no when they don't want to have sex, that can't say no because they don't realize they don't embody ownership of their body. And it's no fault of your own. It's not wrong. It doesn't make you bad. It just means that you now, with this awareness, this knowledge, have the capacity to come into deep ownership of your body as more than a physical object, but as the energy of your soul and as a temple, a holy, holy temple that you get to revere. One thing that you can do right after listening to this podcast is you can do an anointment ritual with yourself. You can find a special oil. It could be olive oil if you don't have a special oil. And literally just set your intentions and bring that to your heart. Set your intentions to connect with your body as holy, as sacred, as divine, as your own portal to your infinite self. And that you desire to connect with it in a new way, that you desire to form a new relationship with your body, that you desire to form a new sovereign relationship with yourself, to take the seat of your own throne as your own authority. And then you place that oil on your third eye to activate your vision, on your heart to activate your divine knowing, your divine truth, divine love that you are, and on your low belly, beneath your belly button, to activate the wisdom that exists within you and this deep ownership of who you are. And do this anointment ritual and let me know how it goes. You can reach out to me at thepathtosovereignty.com. Put it in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube, and be on the lookout for next week's podcast episode on energetic sovereignty. And we'll talk more about the energy field and how to create sovereignty over your energetic space. I'll see you next week.